Okay. Welcome into another Fantasy Intervention production, The Blitz. My name is James Crease, and you can find me at FF_Chef on Twitter, and I will be your host this evening. Allow me to introduce tonight's contestants, starting with my co-host of The Blitz, Nate Polvo. Nate?
Chef, how are you doing tonight, brother?
Great. Thanks. I think you are joining us from somewhere tropical. You look very relaxed over there.
I am in Palm Springs. I've had a couple of margaritas, so can't complain. Yeah, we're on vacation, and I'm excited to be doing a game show in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city. So let's go.
Yeah, nothing like some trivia after a couple margaritas, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And you got two great guests joining us tonight for your team. Joining Nate tonight, John Bosch. John, why don't you go ahead and say hello?
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. I'm looking forward to this. Always up to show off how little knowledge I actually possess.
And also joining John is Bob Gilchrist from The Circle. What's going on, Bob? How are you tonight?
I'm doing all right. Ready to get started. You guys are doing a great job with the show, and happy to be here.
Awesome. And hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining us this evening. Feel free to play along as the game kicks off. And now that we have all been properly introduced, let's get into some rules. The three of you will be teaming up as against me to see if you guys can answer the questions to break through the blitz. There are 5 categories and 5 questions per category. The object is simple: get into the end zone. But you have the option once the category is on the board to either go vertically or horizontally. Remember, if you get a question wrong, you get a sack and move back 2 rounds. 5 sacks and you guys lose. And no one's lost yet. So I expect good results. Also, if I seem fit, I have the ability to block out one question of my choice. There is some coaching advice along the way. You're allowed up to 3 hints during the game and 1 15-second period of research. You will have 20 seconds to converse on a question, and one of you will be designated speaker of the group to enter in the final answers, rather. So why don't you guys figure out who the designated speaker is going to be, and we can kick this bad boy off.
So my vote's for Bob because, man, that Boston accent, I just love it. I
was going with John.
I second that opinion, Nate. Good job. Way to jump in there first, Nate. Good job.
I think it should be John. He loves to hear himself talk.
Oh, this is going to be great. You guys are already arguing just about speaking itself, and this is going to be awesome.
I don't think there was any argument there, Bob.
It's 2-1, Bob. You have to suck it up and
I think it's Bob.
Speaker here. All right.
I don't think I got a choice now.
Apparently you don't.
Perfect. And it's been decided. It is Bob.
And shout out to Jordan backstage at Santos El Hal for working the board for us. And without further ado, gentlemen, let's see that game board and kick this bad boy off. Here are today's categories. First category, best dressed, like me. Bullies. Dancing divas. Wonder what that could be. College to Canton. I hope you guys studied college film. Gold diggers.
Nice.
None of us like them, but we all know about them. So, without Bob being the guest speaker, where would you like to go first? You have a choice of royalty for best dressed, RB1 for bullies, butter it up with dancing divas, yeehaw with college to Canton, or draw play for gold diggers. And he's speechless.
Yeah,
your guest speaker. You're the speaker, man. You gotta take charge over here. There you go.
Start with royalty.
I feel as comfortable with that as I do with every other category here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's start with royalty.
Okay, royalty. Name the only mascot dubbed royalty according to his name.
Oh, that's easy.
Is that? I'm going to say Sir Purr. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. Sir Purr. What do you think, John?
I've never heard of Sir Purr, so yeah, sure. I agree with you.
You haven't seen the video of Robbie Anderson asking
you
about
and Robbie
the mascot? That's awesome. Yeah, it's got to be Sir Purr.
Oh,
Yeah,
I,
we're
have,
gonna
I
go with
believe I
that.
have seen that video. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Final
All right,
answer?
I think that
Final
Bob?
answer.
And you guys are correct. It is Sir Purr from the Carolina Panthers.
Awesome.
Great job.
Awesome. All right. So now we can either go to For the Love of the Game, or we can go down and over to almost an RB1. What are you guys thinking? Do we want to stick with it sounds like it's going to be a mascot category, best dressed, or bullies? I mean, what are you guys thinking?
Whatever you want.
Let's go.
Bob's just so easy with it. He's
so
like, hey,
easy going.
whatever you want to do is fine by me. I'll just say it once to make it official, you know?
Let's pop over to bullies. Let's mix it up. Let's not go straight down, up and down. What do you guys think?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
I figure we're going to clear the entire board, so it doesn't
I'm
matter.
hoping so too.
I want every question.
You're right.
All right. Almost RB1.
Beautiful. Let's do this.
This running back from Georgia was PPR running back 6 at the midway point in 2020, only to finish as RB29 at the end of the season. Name this running back.
My guess is Gurley.
2020?
20.
I don't
No,
know.
20,
I don't know
is it
that he
20?
was not RB6 at that point.
And
No.
just
You
to
don't
intervene real fast, guys, there is a record on the board here for 22 minutes to blast through the blitz. So do your best and make sure you keep it down in a timely fashion.
So who else do we have that could be that RB6?
He
out of
did start
Georgia?
out pretty good though.
Yeah, he had like 6 touchdowns to start
In
the season.
2020?
He kept scoring. Yeah, he kept scoring.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. He wasn't getting a ton of yards.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I don't think Chubb finished that low, and I don't think Sony was ever that
No.
high.
No,
Is
I
there
don't
another
think so.
Georgia running back?
There it is.
There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
well.
We
You
were
got
on
a
it.
gift. You got a gift from backstage, yes, and you
Yes,
guys
we
are
did.
correct, and you were on the right trail anyway. Your timer was almost up, and I knew you were going to lean Todd Gurley. Yes, Todd Gurley is the correct answer. Shout out to the chat, by the way. You guys are answering in. That is awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We got Daddy's Home. We got Bo Big Time. Some real stars. Oh, I see T King
got
Mode up in
Troy.
there. Shout
What
out
up,
to my man
Troy?
Troy. What's going on, everybody? So, you guys
All
got
right.
two for two. Where do you guys
for
want to
two.
move next?
Do you
You
guys
have-
want to pop?
You have
Well,
the
yeah,
big
'cause we
screen, Throwing a Bone from Bullies, or Dancing Divas with Call Me Maybe.
Maybe. I feel like that's going to be an end zone dance or like a celebration dance category.
Yeah.
So we could keep just going. We could go corner to corner. See if we can beat the board that way, or at least work that way. What are you guys thinking?
Sure.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's go. Call me maybe.
Ooh, okay. Call Me Maybe. In 2018, Michael Thomas paid homage to this Saints wide receiver by
Joe
pulling
Horn.
out a
Joe
cell
Horn,
phone.
guys.
Joe
This one
Horn.
I remember.
Wow.
Joe
Joe
Horn.
Question. Boom.
Joe Horn.
Final answer?
Joe Horn.
You guys are correct. Man, you guys are 3 for 3 and killing it. Just to let you know, though, these questions do get harder along the way.
Oh, that's fine.
Well,
Bring it on.
I don't know about John, but the further you go back, the better off I'm going to be.
Same here.
No, that's not true for me.
Oh, and you
All
know
right.
what? I think I'm going to do something that we haven't done yet and make this a little bit more interesting. And I'm going to block out stars right now. So if you could, backstage, please block out the stars category. This is a host option that we haven't used yet. And I think I'm going to take it to my advantage and play it here. So you guys have a choice now. You have to either go College to Canton, 2 by 1,000, or Bullies with Whiteout.
I'm good. Do we want to keep going diagonal across the board?
Sure.
That 2 by 1,000?
Sure.
All right. I'm down.
Okay. 2 by
Are we,
1,000.
we're only allowed to move to the question that's like right next to the question we were on?
Oh,
yeah, you
yes.
can either go
Yes.
directly below or diagonal one side or the other. But it's got to be connecting.
Vertical
I
or
wasn't paying attention
horizontally
to that.
only.
Okay, hopefully we didn't
All right.
block off too many pathways here.
Well, let's see what happens. This SMU running back was the second running back to reach the 2,000-yard mark in a single season before reaching the Hall of Fame in 1999.
99. Ooh. Reaching the Hall in 99. You know what? Yes, Eric Dickerson. I think.
Yep, I'll take
like
the-
that
I'll
one,
take
yes,
the
because I know he
call-in
went to
from chat.
SMU.
He went
Thank
to
you,
SMU.
Sure. That sounds about right.
Hold on. What year did he retire though? Because he needed 5 years, so he would have retired in
Dickerson. It's got to
'94.
be him. Do you know any other SMU running back, Bob?
Your 20 seconds is up, guys. Try to figure
All right.
out who do you want to land on for your final answer. And man, the chat is really blowing this one up.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I watched the 30
Go,
for
Bob
30.
Dickerson. Let's roll.
All right, Dickerson.
Dickerson, final answer.
Final answer.
It is Eric Dickerson. Oh, and you beat
Trust the
through
smart people that
picks.
are watching, not those of us that are on. Bob. Come on.
There's
man.
people watching.
Yeah,
There's a chat giving us the answers. It's great.
Shout out to the chat once again. And for all of you that haven't joined in and listening to this on podcast form, we are live on YouTube and Twitter right now at Fantasy Intervention. Please go out there and check us out Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the live version of the Blitz.
So, guys, we have to go up the closet space if we don't want to, if we want to keep pathways open.
If you get one wrong, you
That's
guys move
true.
back 2 questions.
So
Remember that.
Yeah, if we go diagonal.
Like, if we go to no place home, we kind of mess up. So
should we go down to Buccaneer or over to First of Many then?
no, I would go up
Many.
closet space, then runway, full moon, RB1, butter it up.
John, you're missing
We're trying
the
to get
point.
to the end zone.
You have to
I
go
understand,
down to the
there's
end zone.
also-
You only have a choice of 3 questions
That means
right
we
now.
got to get it right. I'd
First
rather
of many,
pathways.
Buccaneer, or no place like home.
Oh,
We
we
can't-
can't go up. Okay,
Right, we
gotcha.
can't go up.
And Steven's joining us in the chat. He says,
So-
pick Buccaneer.
That's why I asked if we could go anywhere that were connected to it. Okay, but you can, but only downwards.
Only
Gotcha.
down. Right.
Correct.
Yeah, we have to go.
No,
Buccaneer
I think
then.
we need to go to First
Nope.
of Many because then it opens up both sides. We can't go to Buccaneer because then we're stuck only going back to King of Hill.
Okay. Yeah, I like First of Many.
Yeah, the only
Okay.
other way we can get the first of many is by going to from white out
Right.
because it's already blocked off from stars. So
strategic.
this part I
okay.
can probably help with.
First
Yeah,
of
no.
many. Let's see if you guys
This
can
is
get
game
this.
strategy in theory. I
And
can
you
do
guys
that.
are on the clock, and you guys are killing the clock, by the way. The record right now is 22 minutes. You are only live for 12 minutes and have already reached the last question. And here it is. The first end zone spike happened due to this player's fear of getting fined after his 89-yard touchdown reception versus the Eagles in 1965. Name this player.
They threw football back in 1965.
Was
That's
it Billy? Is it Billy White Shoes Johnson? He played
Sure.
for the Oilers. That's my only guess because I know he basically invented the end zone celebration.
I am
think
on
that's
board
two.
with that.
I think that's
And you also have 3 hints, guys. You know, you
I've
can
never heard
you
that
can
name
use
in
a
my
hint.
life.
You can use one of your hints. You're on the final question. You might as well try to figure it out.
Why
from,
are we
from a
getting
hint.
answers?
Why are we
in
getting the
front
wrong-
of us?
This is the wrong question too.
Yeah,
What happened?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Did we have a problem with that? Yeah, I guess something's wrong with the link backstage. Just clear it off and go back to the home board. I do have the answer here myself, and then we can figure it out from there. Use the hint. You definitely need a hint for this one.
I'm fine with all hints. I have
All
no
right.
idea on this. So, if you want to give us the hint us to the first name and the last name, those
I
would be
will give
great
you
hints.
the hint. I will give you the hint, and here is the hint. Father to Bart Simpson is your hint for this question. And once again, the question is, the first end zone spike happened due to this player's fear of getting fined after his 89-yard touchdown reception versus the Eagles in 1965.
Some home or something. Obviously, I don't even understand how spiking a ball would happen after fear of getting fined.
Yeah, I don't get.
I don't get it at all.
So my answer is clearly not correct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
65.
It's an oldie but goodie, guys.
Homer.
Ooh, man.
And there was a little bit of background to this as I was researching these questions. I actually found out that 2 other players were previously fined for celebrating in the end zone and actually throwing the ball into the stands after they had scored. And that's how the spike was actually born, by this player's name. Any guys? Clue? Any guys? Or are you taking the L and going back 2 spots? Time is up.
No idea for me.
You want to take a guess? I mean, maybe your guess was right.
Spike Homer. He said it. He said it was off of his name, right?
And the answer is, first of many, it was Homer Jones of the New York Giants.
All right, well, that's our first strike.
That's
though.
That's
Who
a
could
Homer
ever
pick.
forget him?
That was it. Yeah, you'll never forget him now, right?
Nope.
No, I'll probably forget him by tomorrow.
Oh, well, you forgot the rules 5 seconds ago, so it's okay.
To be fair, I didn't know him to begin with.
That is fair.
Old Spike Homer. How about that? Good job in the chat from Dylan Janes out there.
All right, guys, so we've got a choice now because we're bumped.
We've got to go to wideout, right?
You have to back out. Nope, you back up 2 spots. So you have now a choice of going to either category. Once again, those categories are best dressed, bullies, you're out of Dancing Divas, college to Canton, or gold diggers.
So we've got the big screen, thrown a bone, closet space, and fool's gold. I'm going to let you guys pick. You tell me what you want to do.
Go ahead, John.
Big screen. Why not?
All right. Sounds good to me.
Okay, big screen. What team's NFL mascot was a TV sensation in the 1960s?
Ooh.
Now remember, guys, you also get to use a hint. Or no, I'm sorry, either a hint or 15 seconds of research.
Well, because we've got 2 hints left, right?
Right, and I'll repeat the question one more time, and then your time will start from there. So what team's NFL mascot was a TV sensation in the 1960s?
What TV shows were even popular back then? Dolphins is a good one.
Flipper?
Dolphin is, that's a good one. They've
Because
been around.
there was the show Flipper.
There was an entertaining, that's an entertaining mascot for sure. So
For sure. I mean, do we think that's it, though?
I don't know. There's 30. There's 31 other teams. You'd have to.
Not in 1960.
Not in 1960.
Not in 60.
Were the Dolphins even there in the 60s?
Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. They've been around for a while.
Okay, guys. Time's up. Who do you think you're going to go with here?
I've got nothing other. My only guess is Flipper. That's all I've got.
Yeah. Is that the actual Dolphins mascot name? I mean, I'm okay with. We're just looking for the team's name, so I'm thinking we're just going Dolphins is the answer.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
That's all I've got.
Works for me.
Dolphins. Final answer.
Yes, it is Miami Dolphins Flipper.
Man,
amazing,
all that
huh?
PBS like old time shows that I watched is finally paying off from when I was a kid. Thank God.
I'm glad we have a carry here tonight. This is working out.
All right, guys. So now we've got novelty or whiteout. I'm kind of leaning novelty since we've done well in this category.
Sounds good.
All right.
Gonna go to novelty, huh? All right. This team mascot was named after a famous author to mark fear in their opponents before conspiring a victory. Not as easy as the other one.
After a famous author, team mascot, to mark fear in their opponents before conspiring a victory.
Oh, yeah.
I'm leaning Edgar Allan Poe.
Ravens. Yeah. That's mine too.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely.
Final answer?
Final answer, Ravens.
You are correct. It is Poe from the Ravens, named for Edgar Allan Poe. And I found a fun fact here. A flock of ravens is called a conspiracy.
Yes.
Oh, conspiracy. Gotcha. See, that's why you played it. That's why you played it nice.
Well done, chef.
Wow. So a specific flock of a specific bird is a conspiracy, huh?
Yeah. That's just like when you say crow, it's
the
a
murder of crows.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, the murdering. Aren't those two birds related as well? I believe. I think Matt busted that out.
They both eat everything, if that's how they're related.
I think Matt said they were like cousins or something on game night one night.
So they are,
Bob
and
is
I
the
learned
poet.
that today at the Palm Springs Zoo. Funny enough, they have a whole Ravens display there.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
All right, so we've got road win or road kill and defense, and if we can get this in the next minute and a half, we break the record for quickest touchdown.
I think we go road win, road kill. Let's stick with that.
All right, you guys are afraid of the bullies, huh?
If it's team names, we got like a 1 in 29 chance because we already got 3 of them. He probably didn't repeat teams. So,
all right, let's do it.
Okay, road win or road kill for the win. This team mascot, and I want the mascot's name, coincidentally is also the state animal of where the NFL team plays.
Oof.
Now, this is the fifth
Can
and
we
final
phone
question,
a friend?
guys. Yes, you may.
I think Price would be all over this one.
Hey,
Yes.
you guys get 15 seconds of research. Would you guys like to use that here?
I don't know how that's going to help. I don't think I can look this up in 15 seconds.
Well, there's a team of 3 of you guys, and the chat may not be able to help on this one. Or you could ask somebody in the chat.
Let's research this
Dylan
one.
Jane says Detroit Lions.
Let's research this one, guys, for sure.
All right, I'll give you 15 seconds here, and I will talk as it's going on. The checklist says Robbie Anderson, them, bro. Steven Johnson said there's a delay of game. Do it.
What?
Let's see what happens.
Can we add things? We can add different things on here too.
You have 5 seconds left of research, and then I'll give you 10 seconds extra to answer the final question. I'm seeing Eagles. I'm seeing Detroit Lions in the chat. We'll see what happens.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
okay.
Matt's
your
not
time's
on his
up
phone
for
either,
research.
so that's
Put your
unfortunate.
phone down, Bob. I know you're just sharing this show on Twitter, right? Of course you are. But once again, this team mascot, and I want the name, coincidentally is also the state animal of where the NFL team plays.
I got nothing.
We've got the Crickets, and I don't think
Lion sounds
cricket is
good.
a mascot.
Lions.
Why not? I don't know.
All right, we'll go Lions.
Why is that? Would that be the state
The
animal?
state animal is not a lion.
Yeah.
The one
the
I'm
only other
thinking is the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, I'm fine. Let's go with that.
Is that the state animal?
Final answer, Buffalo
New York?
Bills?
Is that the state animal of New York?
Who knows? We don't have time to research it now.
Okay. I'm going to take that in as your final answer.
Final answer.
And you are wrong. It is T-Rack the raccoon of the Tennessee Titans. Hence the name of the question, road win or road kill?
Kill. So wait a minute. You're telling me that the Tennessee state animal is a raccoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ironically enough.
All
We
right.
would have had to have gotten. I don't even think any of us understood the question. We would have had to get the actual mascot name too. We were nowhere close to that.
Not even close.
All righty.
Hey.
All right. So now we get bumped back 2 more.
And
That's
funny
all right,
enough,
though.
you guys just passed the 22-minute mark, Nate. That means I still hold the record. Let's go.
That's okay. We've got time. We have got time.
You've got
Also-
time, but you're running out of options and lanes to get to the end zone. And I'd hate to see you guys not get it done. Moving back 2 spots. Now you are back to Thrown a Bone from Bullies, Closet Space College to Canton, or Gold Diggers with Fool's Gold. Which way do you guys want to go?
Oh, man.
We haven't tried the gold diggers yet. Let's try it.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Fool's
All
gold.
right.
All right.
Okay.
As long as they're not all
Fool's Gold.
49er questions, we should be in good shape, right?
Oh, it's 49ers questions. This 49er led his team in both receptions and receiving yards with 60 receptions for 748 yards, only to finish as the 79th overall player for fantasy in 2020.
So didn't the rookie lead them for 49ers this year? What's,
No.
Ayuk.
Did he not end up as their leader this year?
Maybe.
Possibly.
I mean, who else would it be? Because Deebo Samuel was hurt. Kittle was out. I don't think Kittle had 60 catches in his limited work, did he? There's no way.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's got to be Ayuk. It's got to be Ayuk. I think it has to be.
Maybe Kendrick Bourne.
I don't think it was Kendrick Bourne, man. Maybe,
No.
but I don't think so.
It's Ayuk for me.
It's got to
All
be
right.
Ayuk.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay. Yes, it is. It is Brandon Ayuk. Good job, guys.
Beautiful.
I wasn't gonna say wide receiver number because that would just kind of give it away. It was almost Kittle, believe it or not.
I do believe it.
Okay, so you have one choice to go to, and that is King of the Hill. And if you get this one wrong, that blocks everything off almost. But here it is. What current NFL wide receiver uses the famous Jerry Rice Hill for training while being Rice's neighbor when living in Inglewood, California? Now remember, you guys have 2 hints left if you'd like to use one of those hints.
I think we need to use a hint here because
didn't AB used to train with Jerry Rice?
He may have.
Maybe.
I mean, he's still a current NFL receiver, which would be why it was tricky. Does anybody remember the name of the actual question?
But he's also Rice's neighbor.
Yeah, that very well could be. He could have a home in Inglewood. Does anybody remember what the name of the question was? I didn't look at the name of the question.
King
of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Yes. What current NFL wide receiver uses the famous Jerry Rice Hill for training while being Rice's neighbor when living in Inglewood, California?
What are the names of the characters on that cartoon King of the Hill?
Well, I'm not going to give you those answers. Would you guys like to use a hint?
Come on, Nate, neither of you guys know King of the Hill?
No.
I do.
There's Boomhauer. That's the only one I can remember. There's Hank. Hank Basket. I don't think he's...
Yeah, I think you're going to...
If this was a hot or cold scenario, you guys would be living in Antarctica right now. It has nothing to do with King of the Hill, and that's not your hint. If you guys want to use one of your hint, let me know now.
I think we need to use one of the hints because if we get cut off, we're in trouble.
All right. I'll give you one hint. Here it is.
What's the punishment for losing?
I don't know. We've never come up with one.
It's just straight shame.
It's straight shame. But Nate will have to live with it more so than anyone else.
That's true.
Here is your hint. He is also a 3-time Super Bowl champion, like Jerry Rice. So that takes out some of those answers that we were seeing.
Doesn't Edelman date his Rice's daughter or something like that? I think Edelman took Rice's daughter to the prom. So I'm going to say it's Julian Edelman.
I mean, that would make sense. There aren't a whole lot of 3-time Super Bowl champion wide receivers floating around the league right now that aren't in New England. Yeah, I've got nothing else.
Yeah,
now
I'm
we're
pretty
seeing
sure.
Edelman on the screen.
Yeah.
They were all saying Bobby Trees before and AB and
yeah, no, it's Edelman.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are correct. It is Julian Edelman, and yes, he did take her to his daughter to prom, and they trained together as well. Very good job, guys.
Good job, Patriots Homer.
Thanks, Bob.
I forgot about that, or maybe I threw that in there. Okay, so there's only 2 questions left for you guys here for your scenario. You have College to Canton, which is Buccaneer, or Gold Diggers, No Place Like Home.
All right, so Steven, who made the board, suggested that we take Buccaneer. So that's what my vote is.
Fine by me.
This is going to, yeah, there it is.
Here we go. Let's hit the Buccaneer. I love this question, and so did he.
Kicking him out of all leagues if we get this wrong now, right, Bob?
Oh, you might have to kick him out of a lot of leagues because this one's tough. This Buccaneer is the only wide receiver to win both the Heisman and be elected into the NFL Hall of Fame.
I don't get fantasy points for either of those things. So
no. College to Canton, you can't count fantasy points. This isn't a Devi podcast.
I literally have Heisman and Hall of Fame muted on Twitter. Both those words are in my mute list.
A wide receiver that won the Heisman is already in the Hall of Fame.
I feel like so we're talking like a career Buccaneer.
This Buccaneer is the only wide receiver to win both the Heisman and be elected into the NFL Hall of Fame.
Buccaneers wide receiver.
It's Keyshawn Johnson, isn't it?
Is Keyshawn Johnson in the Hall of Fame though?
That's yeah, I think.
Is
Is he
he?
a Heisman? I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, did he win? I don't think he won the Heisman though at USC. Did he?
Did they have a wide receiver that switched positions? I guess it would have. The way the question's written, I guess it has to be a wide receiver that won the Heisman.
All right, guys, your time is up. Can you guys please kindly give us your answer?
Do we have a hint left?
You have one hint left.
I think we have to use it.
I think so. I mean, we're on the verge of scoring a touchdown here, so I think we should use it.
All right, and I think this may give it away, but we'll see. He also played with the Raiders. And that is your hint.
Played with the Raiders.
I don't think Keyshawn ever played with the Raiders.
Did
No.
Tim Brown? Yeah. Did Tim Brown?
But did Tim Brown ever play for the
play with the
Bucs?
Buccaneers?
I thought he finished his career in LA with the Raiders.
Okay, guys.
But I don't really have any. I don't have any other guess. So
Is it Keyshawn? Is it Tim
No,
Brown?
it's not Keyshawn. No, it's not Keyshawn. He never went to the Raiders.
Need an answer here.
it's got to
fellas.
be. It's got to be Tim Brown then, right?
Works for me.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm fine with that.
Tim Brown.
Final
Final
answer.
Yay.
You are correct. Great job, gentlemen. Way to use the chat. Way to use the hints, the strategy on the board. And you guys finally break through the blitz. That was nerve-wracking, and I was hoping you guys were just going to slam on the Keyshawn.
I'm glad we didn't.
Congratulations. You guys have won on the blitz. Let's get that last check mark out there because
Beautiful. I love to see it.
that was
All
great.
right. Got time to do one more round, guys. See if we can get back down.
Oh, yeah, sure. You guys can start
Absolutely.
it at either RB1, butter it up, or yeehaw.
Yeah, we can't really start draw play, can we? I think we should start
Yeah, for the most part, draw play is out of it right now.
really RB1 or butter it up. The only place to really start.
Like, let's go
Play
butter
the
it up.
touchdown. It's coming from the chat. Play the touchdown,
Yeah, let's
whatever
go
that
butter
is.
it up. At least have fun.
Yeah, let's go butter it up. I'm good with that.
Play the touchdown.
I don't know. This wide receiver,
He
diva,
added something.
he added an Easter egg. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
Guessing
get
there's
to it in a
supposed to
second.
be a graphic or a sound.
Yeah,
clip or
there was something exciting about it.
We were supposed to be celebrated.
Oh. This wide receiver diva was notorious for getting his popcorn fix after a touchdown.
Oh, I like these. I like the 100 level questions. These are
Yeah.
easy.
this one's good. This one's good.
Yeah, this
So
is
we
T.
got
T.O.
Yeah.
T.O.
Yeah. Popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn ready, fellas. It is Terrell Owens. Good job. Good job. Yeah, the 100 questions are easy.
I'll just. Can we just? I just wanted to be I'm trying to think of a running back that only runs east west and not north south. Can we be that guy and just go left to right here?
Let's try to.
We got
Screw
no
the
choice.
touchdown. I just want to run sideways.
Put it this way, fellas. If you guys get this question wrong, there's only one other track you guys could go, and that would be RB1 and slide down to best dressed and back to bullies.
Yep.
So, yeah, you kind of have to go full moon
Full moon.
here.
Yeah, we have to.
Yep.
All right. Let's see it.
This wide receiver diva is known for
I like this
mooning
one
the
too.
crowd at
This is
Lambeau
Randy
after
Moss.
his
Yes,
second
Randy
touchdown
Moss.
in the 2004 wild card game.
Randy
Yeah,
Moss.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss is correct. Great job, guys. You guys are keeping it moving.
All right, throw a bone. It's our only option.
Thrown a
There's only
bone for bullies.
one way we can go now.
Yep.
This Georgia Bulldog led the SEC in passing yards, attempts, and completions in 2008 before being
Stafford the
drafted
number one pick.
number 1 overall in 2009.
I think he might have been Bob.
I think so.
Did he go to Georgia?
Yes. Yeah. He went to
Sounds
Georgia.
good.
Matthew Stafford. Final answer.
Yeah,
Great job, Bob. Matthew Stafford is correct.
beauty.
Good job. That 3
Well
in a row.
done,
You
Bob.
guys are cooked now.
All right, wide out.
Only one way to go, and you're stuck in the
Wait.
bullies category with wideout. This Georgia Bulldog receiver was a 4-time wide receiver 1 who most recently was wide receiver 68 in 2020.
AJ Green.
Yes.
Yeah. Good job, Bob.
Yep.
Final
AJ
answer.
Green.
Final
Nice.
answer. You are correct, Bob. Bob, you were on fire, Bob.
Nice.
Almost like you've seen the game board before. I'm
No.
teasing. I'm teasing.
All right.
Okay.
One place to go.
For the double win here, this Georgia Bulldog defensive player was drafted by the Rams in the first round of the 2013 draft. He is now a free agent after being cut by both New York teams in 2020. This is a little bit of a harder question, guys. You know, I can't give you all offensive, easy fantasy questions to get you to the end zone. If you want to break through the blitz,
Was
you
Snacks
got to bring it.
Harrison? Snacks Harrison. He was cut by both of them, I think.
That sounds right.
I don't know what a defensive player is, so you guys
Yeah.
are on your own here.
Somebody
I know-
needs to play more IDP, John.
I don't need to play any IDP. These
I agree with
defensive
you there,
players
John.
just
I can't
are guys
do
that
it.
get in the way of me scoring fantasy points. That's all
I
I'm
think-
for.
I think we'll use a hint, though.
Very
Five.
sharp. You have one hint left, and this is your last and final hint. A leaf doesn't fall far from this.
So he's a tree.
Tree.
And I'll give you 10 seconds starting now.
Is there a guy with a last name like Oak or Woods?
Oh man, I got nothing on this one now.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving
I
it.
was on board with
Anybody in the
Snacks.
chat? Possibly?
Alex Ogletree.
Ogletree. That's a good one.
A tree, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Was he a Ranger?
We'll go with that. I
Yeah.
think we'll go with that.
Ogletree? All right.
Yeah, let's just go to the chat. And
That works. Thank you,
Yeah,
chat.
we'll take
Whoever that was.
So is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Beats anything we got. All
You
right.
got it. It is Alec Ogletree.
Give a
and
shout
he-
to who was that in the chat that got that?
That's FFIMBQ. He said he's got you. That's the trade guy, FF trade guy. That was great, guys. Great
That was
job
awesome.
breaking through the final question. And I know for sure that you all did not know the answer to that one. Shout out to the chat.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I
We
That
got
feels
a-
like a copyright infringement right there.
we got a little Tecmo Bowl action. Hashtag quiet.
Tecmo Super Bowl.
Tecmo
No, that
Second Bowl.
wasn't Tecmo Super Bowl, was it? That looked like
Yeah,
the
oh, no,
original.
Tecmo-
Yeah.
No,
Was it-
That was the
Super Bowl?
original. That had to be the
is that-
original.
no, I think it was
That looked
Super Bowl.
original. Look at the fans. This is like white dots.
Shout out
Oh.
to Steven Johnson for working on the board and handling
Yeah.
that, and Jordan backstage. Thank you
Yeah, that's
so
the original.
much, guys, for your work
Yeah.
that you guys
maybe
do
that
here
is-
for this show. Oh, all right,
Maybe
gentlemen.
Tecmo Super Bowl. Now I'm really curious which one it was. God, it's been forever since I saw that game.
That was my favorite.
That was great.
though, when I was growing up, man. I played that game every morning before school. Loved it.
I will say that's what got me into fantasy football. Probably more gambling. We used to buy teams and then we play out a season. And Tecmo Super Bowl, you buy a 25-cent team, a 50-cent team, or a $1 team. And
That
we
was
put all the money in a
Tecmo
little
with a
pencil bag.
K to
K.
avoid any copyrights. How about
Oh yeah, sure.
Just
Okay.
player.
Whoever won the Super Bowl got the full pencil bag of money. It was awesome.
that?
Oh, it was the original. All right then.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that was-
Straight from the creator's mouth.
That
What
was
do you
awesome.
know? That was
Did
fun,
you-
guys.
You guys have a good time?
Yeah, always
Absolutely.
fun.
That was great.
Yeah,
Great
Nice
job.
job, Steven, on the board.
Bob went
Good
on a
job.
rip there, man, answering 3-4 questions in a row, just popping name after name. Got a little lucky with the Julian Edelman thing, but it came true for you guys. Good job.
No, Patriots fans are never lucky. There's,
They're actually lucky about 6 times.
yeah, it's
Uh,
it's their right. It's their right. It's not luck.
it's a birthright.
Yeah, it's a birthright. There it is.
Oh gosh. Well, thank you so much for joining in tonight, guys. Why don't you go around? Bob, we'll start out with you. Tell everybody where they could find your work, what you do around the industry.
You can find me pretty much everywhere. So if you want to, maybe I should list where I'm not, and it might take a little less time. Well, obviously I'm with Join Our Circle, doing some graphics there, and also over at the Dynasty Vipers. You can follow them. Doing a little podcasting with John for the Dynasty Trade Calculator channel. And just putting out some images for Dynasty Trade Calculator as well.
I love your work, especially with the Dynasty Trade Calculator. Those questions every week where you black out the player and you have everybody in the industry guessing 100 different names. It's so much fun.
That I do enjoy those ones, and you learn a little value of players, and it's a win-win.
Thank you, Bob. And that's at Bob Gilchrist FF on Twitter. Go follow him if you haven't already. John?
You can find me on Twitter at John Bosch FF. You will hear me trying to guess players that Bob throws at me on Dynasty Time Machine. That is on the Dynasty Trade Calculator feed, where I also am a co-host of Dynasty Wall Street. And then if you like this game, I do host a game show podcast as well, a Dynasty Game Night over on Dynasty League Football podcast feed. So
I'm going to have to go check that out.
When do you host?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I participate. I should say. Good point. I participate. Former host. God, I probably shouldn't say former, because then the other two might say you're not allowed to be a former. Eventually, I got to host again. It has been a long time since I hosted one. More a participant at this point. So,
you're a weekly guest.
The weekly. Good God, don't put that on us. Hell no. Never a chance we'll be weekly.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming on the show this evening. For everybody that's listening in podcast form, Nate had to leave. He is on vacation. Maybe he had too many margaritas. Maybe one spilled on his laptop. You could find him at Janate Jack FF on Twitter and find all his work at Join Our Circle and In Between Media. Oh, wait, he popped back in. Nate, we were just signing you off, and I screwed up your Twitter name handle so bad. Why don't you go ahead and fix that for us?
He said to follow you at Bob Gilchrist FF. It was perfect.
Oh, that's my handle.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So you can find me at Janate Jack FF on Twitter. Did you get it right?
I got it right the second time.
The second time. All right.
Third time.
I just changed it.
I used the hint from the chat.
It's not live or anything. You're
like
fine.
you guys did.
You can find me also at IBT_media. I'm a columnist there. And then with the Join Our Circle crew as well. I'm on Twitter, Ask My Wife, all freaking day.
Aren't we all?
Guys, this is a blast. Thanks for joining us. Sorry I was a little choppy there at the end.
No, it's great. You guys did a great job, and it was a great show. Thank you so much. Once again, I am James Crease. You could find me at FF_chef on Twitter. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. And check us out at JoinOurCircle_ on Twitter. Thanks, guys, and have a good evening.